point out that all the funny-looking people with the white shirts on are members of the steering committee who have had conversations since last November, every other week at Canara at 5 o'clock, and slowly we built things up and got our affiliation with 350, and here we are tonight at our launch of Pittsburgh 350. The next person, the next person is Fred. But I don't see. Fred Kraybill, our clean energy expert.
Hi, everybody. I'm a renewable energy advocate. My name is Fred Kraybill, and I'm also a registered nurse. And I want to talk to you about renewable energy. It's my favorite topic, and I love to throw facts and figures around. I think you'll appreciate some of these. Oh, thanks. So I borrowed this from the Merck Center. Thanks. That picture came from the Merck Center. Renewable energy is advancing rapidly around the world. Fossil fuels are sinking. If you happen to be an investor and you're on that boat, you might want to get off of that before we do. Slide 2. Wind power installations in 2014 were at a record 51 gigawatts around the world, for a cumulative total of 370 gigawatts. That's a lot of wind power, and that's a huge impact on cutting carbon emissions. Number 3, solar is even more surprising. It's reached 200 gigawatts this year, which is quite an increase. And the predictions are that solar will increase by 25% in just 1 year in 2015. That's worldwide installations. And number 4, in a stunning turnaround, Chinese coal consumption has begun to decline worldwide. More coal plants are being canceled or decommissioned than being built by a factor of 2 to 1. So, I don't know. Okay. Now, there's a state in the United States that has legislation pending to go to 100% renewable energy by 2040. Does anybody know what state that is? Hawaii. Yes. You can read about it. It's Clean Technica or somewhere. It's in there. But so you can go. So anyway, that's another thing I like about Hawaii. Now, before we go to number 6, what about the mainland U.S.? What are the 3 top states for emissions of carbon dioxide in the nation? Overall total of carbon dioxide emissions. Does anybody know what the number 1 state in the U.S. is? Not quite. Number 1 in the whole nation, carbon dioxide emissions is Texas. Texas is number 1. Texas has 12,000 megawatts of wind power on its grid. It has another 8,000 under construction. It will soon be at 20% of its electricity from renewable energy. A lot of people don't know that fact. It's an amazing fact. The number 2 state in the nation, overall carbon dioxide emissions, grand total. What state would that be? Not yet. Wanda, not yet. Get there. It's California. Oh, but before we switch to the next one, just a note. Per capita emissions in Texas are 25.59. That's per person per year. That's a pretty high number. So we'll go to the next slide and see what California's doing. California per capita emissions is 9.18. That's pretty good. That's really good. And California is currently getting 20% of its electricity from renewable energy. It has a law on the books to get to 33% by the year 2030. And it has a governor that says he wants to go to 50% by the year 2030. Maybe some of you know Jerry Brown used to be called Governor Moonbeam. Yes. I think he should be called Governor Sunbeam. I think that should be. Okay. That is a problem.
He's a big supporter of fracking.
Yeah. Okay, he's not perfect. So, Wanda, what is the number 3 state? Pennsylvania is number 3. Pennsylvania is number 3 for for emissions of carbon dioxide. Our CO2 emissions per capita is 19, 20, 22. That's not very good. It's better than Texas, but let's see if we can get down to be like California. So we need to increase our renewable energy here in Pennsylvania. We need to educate Pennsylvanians on the threat of climate change. We have to support clean energy champions and climate hawks at all levels of government, state, federal, local, and city. We should consider choosing our electric supplier based on whether they supply renewable energy. Yes. And we should also support energy efficiency and energy conservation. And a program that I'm involved with, number 9, is I'm involved with this program called Solarize Allegheny. Some of you might want to consider, and there's some people in this room who are going solar right now, you might want to consider putting solar on your house if it works for you. And this is the project that we're running in Point Breeze right now. And if you want to learn more about it, go to the website. There's literature back on the table back there. And we want to encourage you to look at that too. And number 10. So when are we all going to get together and do something about climate change? I'm glad to see everybody here tonight supporting 350.org. I consider it the most important people's movement of our time, because America will take bold action to cut carbon pollution. Thank you.